ja, ik moet dus altijd naar Duits.
As you can hear, these people are speaking a foreign language. And we are here at the Kultur-Port-Lounge and talking about the state of jazz in Holland or something like that. And we have 3 experts here. No, I'm only joking, sorry. But we really do want to talk about, you know, what's happening in Holland, in the Netherlands with jazz and all sorts of exciting groove-based music, because I have your albums, I have some of the things you produced. His name is Wouter Hamel. And I've been to the gig you organized last night at the Stage Theater and today at the Spitzenbühne here at ELBJAZZ for Gem de la Creme. Now, ladies first, okay?
Absolutely, I agree.
What is Gem de la Creme? To someone, you know, maybe a space alien who doesn't know yet, maybe you could explain it in a few words.
Well, Gem de la Creme is a jam session, but we bring musicians together that are not used to play together, and they go on stage. Maybe they shake hands right before they go on stage in the backstage area. They go on stage, there's no set list, nothing is planned, and they improvise and make music on the spot. That's Gem de la Creme.
Wow. So who did you get to perform with the guys this time around? Is there, because there is like a basic crew. I mean, I've seen the DJ, of course, and the trumpet player. He was also from State of Monk, I believe.
Right, it's Arthur Flink. And then we have the DJ, that's DJ DNA. He is from Urban Dance Squad. You know it from way back. And then we have Wieger Hogendorp. He's the guitar player from Karel Emerald. That is gonna play at ELBJAZZ as well.
The guy with the real tight pants.
Yes. And then we have Ricardo Leketompessi, bass player. We have Satin Kalpoe, drummer. He used to play with Anouk. He's a famous Dutch singer. What else?
Rina Mushunga, a singer. She played on our festival last year, and we think she's an amazing singer, so also a vocalist.
So Jam de la Creme isn't only a jam, it's also sort of a festival jam. I mean, the whole idea, as last night it lasted for hours, and today too. I mean, you had the whole afternoon, basically.
Yeah, we do. Well, we have our own festival in Holland. It's called Gem de la Creme Festival. And but we also do sessions at other festivals, like at ELBJAZZ, and then we bring musicians, make a collective of cool musicians that kind of complement each other, and then we invite artists that join the festival's program to join our session. So you see musicians that play in a certain band that are used to play like a certain repertoire, and then they join in the session, and then you really don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen either.
Oh. Because last night I think there was a moment where, you know, you kind of went backstage and the guys kind of regrouped and talked for a bit and had some new ideas, and then they came back as like Miles Davis futurized. Yeah. I was sitting there going like, oh my lord. I mean, that was really heavy, funky stuff.
Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, you need some breaks in between to come back with the full energy, and also to be comfortable. That's important for them. You need inspiration. It's kind of a sensitive way of making music, especially if you shake hands in the van towards Hamburg. So yes.
It's funny. I mean, how do you feel about? You never participated in this? You never worked together?
I'm not so much of a jammer, no.
Because you know the funny thing is, I think the first video I saw of you was you in this little room with a bunch of monitors, and everybody else who was in on the song was on the other monitor. So it was like you're really this guy who's at home, you know, writing songs, playing every instrument, singing almost every voice.
Yeah, the video you saw was of Don't Ask, one of my first singles. And that was actually the attic where I recorded all of my vocals.
Oh, it really
on my
was?
own. I pressed record on my own. We even recorded the drums there, and it's like 4 flights of stairs, so that was quite terrible. And so, yeah, the first album was made in a very loose way. No studios, no budget whatsoever to speak of. We just recorded in, well, just a room like this would do. So that's true, yeah, that's a video for Don't Ask. I totally forgot about that. I don't watch my own videos a lot, but maybe that's normal.
But it's, you know, it's funny because the jamming thing, of course, it needs a certain mentality. You know, there are some people who just don't show up to jam sessions. You know, we try to invite them every year, and it's like, yeah, maybe I'll come, and he's already
you
on
know
his way to the hotel.
Yeah, I think for a vocalist it's the hardest to be in a jam session because you need words, you need a story, you need a attention span. It's different than being a bassist, obviously. But I think the biggest problem in jam sessions, I haven't seen your stuff, although we're from the same country, Holland, is that there should be no egos, right? There shouldn't be an ego. You should try to make something together, and of course that's what I do, of course, on stage as well. So everyone needs their own moment, but you have to be able to also give a moment to somebody else. Like you can't be in the spotlight all night long. So if you're succeeding, congratulations with that. Just pick really insecure musicians who are like very shy. No, but I've never been much of a jammer. Of course, I did jam a lot because I wanted to practice just during my studies. But it's never been my favorite thing. I like to have my specific key for a song and a tempo, and I'm just a control freak, so yeah.
Or maybe you should try a Jam La Creme session.
Yeah.
You're joining tonight, right?
Where is it? It's in the Altstadt? Is it in St. Pauli?
I don't know.
Is it? No, I don't know. I saw it in the book, but
It's at the Kerwide Theater.
Oh, sorry.
Kerwide Theater.
Be there. I will try to be there, yeah.
Now you just mentioned the country you're all from, and it's funny because to my ears, there seems to be more and more music, soul music, jazzy kind of music, groove-based music coming from Holland. It's not really a surprise because I used to work for a record store, and we got all our records from Amsterdam. We would travel every Thursday. We would get in the car in the morning, then go there and buy all these records that weren't available here at all, and then bring them back. So for me, it makes a lot of sense, and there was always radio stations that played really cool music that we never got to hear over here. So maybe that's like the breeding ground for the scene now. I mean, is there a scene? Is there really, we just mentioned State of Monk. Of course, your albums are really successful, and there seems to be a really fruitful scene in Holland at the moment.
I find it quite a difficult question, actually, but what I do like is that you see a lot of cooperations.
Okay.
For instance, New Cool Collective is also a band that is going well, and they also cooperate with other musicians, I think. Like I saw once like a performance with Typhoon, for instance. It's a nice, an MC, spoken words. And that's personally what I like at the moment. What else can you say about like the jazz scene of the soul scene, or how you have to call it? It's more, I think there's a strong music scene, and I would prefer to call it a music scene actually. And that's one thing, and maybe I can, we were very enthusiastic about the public here.
Okay.
And that is something that we thought, how should that be in Holland? Yes.
Really?
Yes. It was different, a different experience.
In what way? You have to explain, of course.
Well, we also, with Jam La Creme, we also play pop festivals. And then, of course, you have, the public is standing. They're not sitting. Yesterday we were in this really, more classical theater where the public was sitting down. It was late, but they stayed and they paid attention. And it was, that's very nice, actually, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's different in Holland. People, the crowd always waits for other people to dance, right? So kind of waiting till others take the initiative to move or to make noise. And then I find it in Germany that everybody just enjoys the music for his own, and shows it the way he wants to show it. So that's different. Everybody was really enjoying it in his own way.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
really nice.
Yeah, it's a good crowd.
And I know you had this experience because I was here when you played in the very first ELBJAZZ here, and we had the fireworks for you too.
Yeah, I should explain. We had a ballad, very soft song. And sometimes during festivals you can hear the other bands playing on the other stage. It was nothing like that because there was only one stage, right? But then during that song there were fireworks, and I was totally and I think we didn't use in-ears back then, so it was super loud, and it was during a very fragile ballad. But I have to say, I have to concur with the ladies here. German audiences, and I'm not sucking up to anybody because why would I, are just awesome. It's such a big difference. And also when you go to the border of Holland, so to east of Holland, Deventer, Nijmegen, Arnhem, people seem to be more attentive even than the worst cities, which are Den Haag, Utrecht, Amsterdam and Rotterdam. We are just impolite bastards, let's be honest. We talk, we have a very short attention span. And for us, it's been a dream to perform here in Germany. We just finished our German tour and we didn't have one bad gig. Everybody was just listening and cheering and also like they were alone, like they didn't care if they looked stupid, like ah. And in Holland, people are a little bit like, oh.
There's also no gap between the stage and the public. They go to the front.
Ah, true. Yeah.
Dutch people wait in the back, like, I don't know if I'm cool with this, I'll just wait. Yeah, nobody's dancing, okay, I'll just wait.
Don't get us wrong, we love our country, but...
And on the other hand, you would probably find a ton of German jazz musicians who would tell you the exact...
Could be, yes, that could be.
Just the other way around. The gig in Amsterdam was amazing, the guy's just freaked. So.
Yeah, but your initial question was about the lively jazz scene, and I prefer to say music scene as well.
Music scene, yes, please.
Because I don't make jazz songs. But anyway, I've traveled to Japan and Korea quite a few times, and there's so many Dutch artists of whom I'm really proud who've toured there for decades, like Laura Fiji and Candy Dulfer and Treintje Oosterhuis, Yuri Honing. So it's true, we've got a large and lively music jazz scene.
And it's actually, I mean, that's something that I find is also very refreshing, and that is that the people who talk about styles are usually the people who don't make the music. You know, there's the journalists who try to find a niche where to put something in, the people who write about music, because when you ask someone about what do you do, you know, if you say music, it's a wide field. But then you can sing a song and you can get your guys to play something. So.
Yeah, but also I think it's good that this is a jazz festival, and it doesn't matter that we're going to play a rock song or a pop song. You know, it's still jazz in the sense that we're all really highly skilled musicians who are really sensitive and reacting to each other. So maybe that's the difference. We actually listen to each other. I hope.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here in our lounge.